Hi, thank you for taking time to watch my video. Today we're going to be talking about making Kahlua Creme Brulee. Ingredients are pretty simple. We've got 4 egg yolks, 2 cups whipping cream, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1½ teaspoons freeze-dried instant coffee, 1/4 cup Kahlua, and 1½ teaspoons vanilla. We've also got some turbinado sugar, otherwise known as sugar in the raw, that we will sprinkle on our cooled creme brulee before we burn it. Also, I've tried to get everything I need ready in advance. I've got a pan with a towel in the bottom of it. My ramekins are setting on top of the towel. I've got some water boiling on the stove that we will add to the pan as a bath for the creme brulee as it is baking. I've got the oven set to 375 degrees. Okay, we'll start out by whisking our 2 tablespoons sugar into our 4 egg yolks. Okay, I've added the 1½ teaspoons coffee to my 2 cups whipping cream. Set the stove to about medium, and we will stir constantly until the cream comes to a boil. The cream has come to a boil. Go ahead and whisk that into the egg yolks. Let's start out with just a little bit first to kind of temper those yolks so we don't cook them. Should be just fine. Go ahead and pour the rest of this cream in slowly while we're whisking. Once that's mixed together nicely, we can go ahead and whisk in our Kahlua and our vanilla. We're ready to put this mixture into our ramekins. It's a good idea to get rid of the bubbles before we bake them, and that is easy to do by taking your torch and bubbles with it. Now it's time to put our pan with the creme brulee into the oven. I'm going to put boiling water in that pan. I always like to set the pan down first because that boiling water is quite hot and could scald us if we're not careful. I filled my pan about 1/2 to 2/3 of the way up the sides of the ramekins with boiling water. Again, you want to be very careful with this. Boiling water can scald you. We'll carefully put that into the oven. And we'll set our kitchen timer for 30 minutes. Remember that we've got boiling water in there, so it's probably a good idea when you open the oven to keep your face away. That hot steam that escapes when you open the oven, probably not very good for your face. Carefully pull out the shelf, and we'll go ahead and check these. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks like that's set up pretty good. Go ahead and take these out and set them on a tray. Turn off my oven and I'm going to carefully put this tray back in here, pan back in, and let it cool off in there. I don't like picking it out because I'm kind of shaky and that very hot water would scald me. This is the first time that I've used this creme brulee recipe with Kahlua. It's a recipe that I found on the internet, I believe, And I'm assuming that's what's leaving these burnt marks on it and making the top look a little bit funnier than it usually does. I will maybe have to experiment with this recipe a little bit before using it again. These creme brulee sitting on another tray, I'm going to slide them into the refrigerator so that they can cool for about 4 hours should do it. The top of the creme brulee doesn't look great, but the consistency of it and everything seems to be pretty good, and I tasted another one of them, and the taste is pretty darn good. Put some of our turbinado sugar on the top. Spread around. Caramelize it here. Now for a taste. Consistency is very nice. Flavor is good. I like that the Kahlua added a little bit of different flavor to it. I have tried creme brulee with the coffee in it before, but this is the first time that I did the Kahlua. The surface of the creme brulee when I finished was not quite as nice as I would have liked, but with the sugar on the top caramelized, I don't think that. Thanks for watching my video.